All right, guys. Hey, man, I had a few minutes. I've been wanting to get this review out. Get the review out on the Sitka Delta Wader. Man, I've had a full season now under my belt with these, and I know they're a G-bar. They're $1,000. It's hard to think about, but I'm just going to give you my rundown overall, some features, kind of the material, what I put them through, what I think about them, would I buy them again, have they failed, just stuff like this, just some general talk about them to try to help you decide if you're on the fence about these. There's more and more reviews starting to come out, even though they've been out for a few years. So, man, I'm just going to get started. So, these are the Delta Zip Wader. This is a new color. It just came out this last year here, called Earth. Man, I love the color. Everything about it. So the materials, actually, it's a Gore-Tex laminate. I think that's what they call it. It's kind of like that laminate material. It's got front pockets up here it's got just a little bit of fleece lining in there. Okay, so the big deal is $1,000. I got you. The zipper, man. When I first saw these come out, I couldn't grasp the concept of having a zipper all the way down to your crotch in waders. I was like, there's no way. Okay, let me tell you right now, they don't fail, they don't leak. If you've ever been in a wetsuit, which I have, it's the same concept. They do not leak. And now that I've had a zipper, I don't want another wader without. Getting them off and on, going to the bathroom, in and out of the blind, you guys know. It's just easy, man. So that's a huge plus. Don't be alarmed, it doesn't leak. Also, one thing every wader should have, or should run, are these buckleless straps. Man, you just set your desired tension on your shoulder, no buckle. So left-handed shooters, right-handed shooters, it doesn't matter, man. That right there is awesome. Also, there's two front pouches. These aren't 100% waterproof. I've weighted up that high, and they don't actually get water in there, but just like any other wader, if you weight up to the side pocket here, you will get some water in there. I have done that. But with that being said, I've got water in here because obviously it can leak in there, but no water in there. So they don't claim to be waterproof, but they're pretty waterproof for me. Also, you're going to use the snot out of this. The belt system, I'm not sure, once again, why other waders don't have this. You clip on your rigs, and if you guys are running Lifetimes or Texas or whatever, you clip them on, you keep removing and pick up the next dozen. I use the snot out of that thing. Like I said, they really thought about, when I say they, Sitka really thought about everything for waterfowl. This stuff should be standard on waders, I think. The buckle there, integrated in the belt, the strap system with no buckles, left-hand, right-hand shooters. I've seen the one where it's just right-hand, and I get it. There's more right-handed shooters typically than left, but still, just how hard is it to do that? I love them. Also here, you can hang them from that. Awesome. I'll go up to the knee pads. Things are sweet. They're actually a piece of foam in there, so I'm guessing the material goes underneath. I mean, I use these. I'm out west. I'm down here in Utah. I use these right here for breaking ice or pushing ice. They haven't failed. You wouldn't believe how much a real piece of foam in there matters on your knees. It really does. And I've run these all over the West. River rock, brush, mud. And one thing I can attest to this Gore-Tex, this laminate, is it's super tough. I run my dog on a remote stand outside of the boat when I'm hunting. So in and out, rubbing constantly. So when we knock birds down, he goes to a stand, I hop out of the boat and usually go meet him, or even out of the A-frame. He'll go to his blind, and then I'll get the birds from him. So a lot of in and out friction. They have not failed. Overall, one of the most comfortable waders you'll ever wear. First, I gotta say that. Another thing, they're not insulated, which some people are like, oh my gosh, but you know what? Running waders the last 15, 20 years, you know, we've been in that game where you really have to pick or almost have two pair, a late season and an early season. And I think the trend is, and not really the trend, but I've been doing it a lot too the last 4 or 5 years, is layering. You know, they're not insulated. Out west here, down southern states, wherever you guys are at, it's hot early season and it's really cold. So you get to choose, you know, you just add more layers underneath. I will say also for walking, you guys already know about breathables. Phenomenal, man. You can actually dress a little bit heavy, and this thing lets you breathe, and you don't get to that spot just soaking wet with from the heat. So just nothing but great things to say about them. Let me get to the boot. So these are lacrosse boots. Super comfortable. I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the most comfortable boot I've ever had on a wader. I've had waders, like I said, the last 15, 20 years, and I feel like the traditional boot's just like a cookie cutter general boot, and they suck, just to be honest. These do not suck. This feels like one of your best pair of mountain boots. It's got great ankle support. These are insulated, but once again, you get to choose. Early season, I'll wear a thin sock. It gets hot down here, Utah, like a Nike sock. To late season, I'll throw a wool on, and it's great. Also, the bottom. Okay, so I've had these in every condition. Straight gumbo mud down here, just nasty thick mud, all the way to river rock, big boulders on the Snake, the Columbia. These things right here have handled everything I put them through as far as grip, and back to that ankle support with the tightness on your ankle. It's just, you just feel confident walking through all that stuff with these boots. So I would have to highly recommend these if you're in the market. I know that $1,000 price tag, I probably said it 3 times already. It is a big deal. However, these, these are serviceable waders. Sitka claims, that they have a warranty, and just so you guys know, I personally called and asked about that warranty. So it's what it covers is like normal defects. If this ended up coming breaks, or something fails from the factory. I also asked them, hey, well, what about repairs? Well, guys, they're selling these as a lifetime wader. So let me get back up here. This whole boot is laminated in. It can come out and be serviced. And like I said, I talked to them, and they said they really want to keep costs down with repairs. Also, you can, at the end of the year, you can send these in and have them leak checked, like with air, under pressure, and have a technician fix any pinholes or anything. So to me, if the cost, define a small cost. If it's 40, 50 bucks, that's not a big deal to have them leak checked or a boot fixed. I'm all in. So yeah, man, I'm just super pumped to get this out here if you guys are on the fence about them. I would highly recommend these. Best wader I've ever had. I'm gonna continue to wear them. And to get back to what I said earlier in the video, have they failed? They have not failed. I run, like I said, all over the West. Marsh, thick briars, rock, wading in with big boulders rubbing it, like I said, in and out of the boat, friction. They have not failed. Could they fail? Sure, they're a wader, but they haven't failed for me, so I love them. One thing that I wanted to check real quick too is I kind of got their system. I got their wader bag. This thing's awesome. You get to step out of it, kind of keep clean. I know it looks dirty now. I need to wash it, but it's just dry dirt from that. But you can step out anywhere, and you step in here, and you hop into the wader, and you fold them right back up. Also, this boot removal, when I first saw this, I was like, man, that's kind of hokey. It's actually not. After using it, it helps you slip off your waders pretty easy. So this whole bag is pretty sweet. And then one more thing, for you guys traveling or you just like storing stuff. So this bag right here, I have a decked drawer system in my truck bed, just a couple of slider drawers. Fold it up like this with these big waders in there. Fits perfect. So for travel, you just set it in there and you rock and roll, man. That's another thing why I love about them. They stow easy. Everything's heavy duty. The strap's comfortable. The handle's heavy duty. So everything I like, or everything about this I like. One thing I forgot to touch base before I close up the video is, what was I gonna say? But how comfortable these are. Best wader I've ever owned. Period. I don't know if I said that earlier. I just wanted to get out there. So worth the price tag. You won't be disappointed. And man, I think that's it, guys. Overall, great wader, great product. And thanks for checking out the video. See ya.